Hey everyone, I'm back, and we're gonna talk about this because I fucking shot all over the floor, and I think it's important that I'm transparent about it. There's a document going around saying that I was involved in a sex cult, that I led this sex cult, and I coerced many people to expel their livelihoods into being my sex slaves. And in various situations, I used manipulative language to get these people to do sexual favors for me when I was trying to put on a thin veneer of doing communist revolution to young and impressionable people. Because let's face it, it's really easy, in fact, to manipulate young and impressionable people, especially when you can sell them the entire world. Let's be real here. I can't fucking tell the difference between a globalist and a capitalist infrastructure collapsing all at once, so I blame the Jews. Except I don't call them the Jews, I call them the globalists. And capitalism's actually pretty good, because then I can manipulate young and impressionable commies into being my sex slaves. I'm so bad, I should be spanked. Look at all these statistics that I pull up. These statistics have nothing to do with the accusation of me running a sex cult, and yet here we are. I'm talking about spanking as if that's the accusation being held against me, that I have a fetish about being spanked. Not about the fact that I ran a goddamn sex cult against people's will, making people separate themselves from their family. What the fuck is wrong with me? Am I right? Now look, don't get your panties in a bunch, because they don't call me Caleb Maupin for nothing. I made a big mess in the past. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get the fuck off of the internet, because clearly that's not good for my mental health. It's really not good for anyone's mental health. I mean, when I read Marx, I thought communism was about having a sex ring, all while making my employees sell my books. I really think Dr. Yankee Tanky needs to stop simping for me. I had a sex cult. It's not something that you can debate here. You know those people on Tumblr who worship Jeffrey Dahmer and Charles Manson? Yeah, they're gonna be doing that with me in 20 years. And I'm here to stop that trend from happening now. My behavior was unacceptable. I'm not fooling anyone. I'm not doing communism. There is no transitionary state under my watch, and I should step the fuck out of politics, because I'm not helping anyone but my duck spanking fantasies. And I think we can learn from this behavior that I inhibited. For so long, I Burger Kinged my way around BreadTube on behalf of Russia Today. But you've read the document, folks. I'm a predator, and that's not acceptable. Even if I am really fucking hilarious. Like, can you imagine if I did like a 30-minute video like this one, but instead it was just me making excuses for why I'm a fucking predator? Like, can you imagine if I said something so fucking out of touch? Like if I said my victims were a bunch of fucking drug addicts? Listen, I know you see that person in the background over there. Don't listen to them, okay? Just listen to me. I'm talking real talk here. I have real things to say, okay? I'm fucking serious. I'm not playing around anymore. I'm not gonna make excuses anymore. I'm not gonna blame the Jews or the so-called globalists for the phenomenon of capitalist exploitation. And I'm definitely not gonna make excuses for my predatory behavior. All of this making my cult members clap on command, that's gonna stop now. Because that's not what I want out of life. Look at this really sexy picture of Hunter Biden. And I suggest that instead of you buying my books and supporting my cult, get yourself involved in real, genuine mutual aid organizing and direct action. I'm sure that your local anti-fascist factions are gonna need your help. Let me be real with y'all. I am not a communist, not even remotely close. I'm a fascist. A flat-out fucking fascist, and I'm just pretending to not be, just like the rest of the fascists are. Do you remember what happened to Richard Spencer in 2016? He got his ass kicked. That's what should happen to me as well. It's time to mop the fucking floor, everyone. But I'm not just any old fascist. I'm a fucking predator, just like Matt Walsh, my hero. Who knows? I'm already transphobic anyway, so why don't I just join him and his efforts to kill all the trans people? Because after all, I'm a fucking joke. and a coward with my values completely backwards from what I say on the surface.